What's up, everybody? I'm John McClain, and it is finally time because it's it's warmer. But I've got the brand new Surefire Monster, although it's old, that's brand new to me, that I just got approval to own per ATF's permission. And we're gonna run some rounds through it. These will be my first shots out of it, and what I'm gonna be looking for is a couple things. One, I want to see how well it suppresses the sound. Obviously, I'm still going to be using ears, but I'm sure I'll notice a difference. Two, I'm interested to see what that extra weight on the front end of the rifle does for me. And three, does it change where my bullet impacts just by putting it on the rifle? And if so, by how much? Now, I'm at 50 yards. We're going to do some initial zero just to make sure I'm on target and centered. I've got a Vortex Razor red dot on my 14.5 inch with the pin and welded Surefire compensator on the end. This is a NATO AK from Rifle Dynamics. And then I've got a Vortex Gen 3 Razor 1-10 on my Terran Tactical TR1. That's my primary 3-gun rifle. That one has a 16-inch barrel. So there's gonna be a little bit of a difference too as far as barrel length goes. But I'm excited to get going, so let's get the initial zero down, and then we will throw the suppressor on. All right, here we go. 3 shots unsuppressed. Expectation should be about an inch high of center. Okay, here we go. The rifle has been completely cleared. And from my understanding, you make sure the collar's loose. You line the tab on the bottom of the muzzle device to the tab in the suppressor. Push down, wiggle till it locks in. Twist the collar. Lock it in place. I hope I did that right. Otherwise, this is going to be really embarrassing. Let's make some magic, huh? Please be on there right. Please be on there right. All right, so it was on there right. Definitely could hear a difference back here running that. Made it way more enjoyable. Even with these on, I still got my sound gears in. I'm just gonna fire some shots into the berm. Oh yeah. While I'm still gonna run Ear Pro, I can tell you that the sound was way more manageable with just in-ears. Normally I have to run double plugged for rifles, and that made that very enjoyable. The feel was it made it feel a little chunkier, or maybe like it cycled slower or something. I don't know, it was a softer feel for sure. But let's see if it changed the impact at all. All right, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, that was awesome. I was a little nervous to pull the trigger the first time. I don't know if I was nervous, I was excited, or what, but If you can't tell by the smile on my face, man, I am so happy that I got this Surefire Monster. That was a lot of fun. Now, the shift that we saw looks like it maybe went about an inch left at 50 yards. Whether or not that could have been a little me because I was just, you know, a little excited or whatnot. We're gonna really confirm, I think, with the AR because I've got a bipod on it. I'm gonna have a bag on the back. I mean, I'm taking as much of me as a shooter out of the equation, and I'm just gonna let the rifle do its job. So let's take the suppressor off the AK. You push the little tab here, give it a twist, and then pull it off. There we go. We're gonna put the RD blue label down, and we're gonna let the Terran rifle eat a little bit. So same thing, I got a brand new target up. We're gonna do 3 rounds of it unsuppressed to check and confirm where this thing is hitting. Afterwards, we're gonna throw the suppressor on and send 3 more rounds and see how it changes things. So let's see how things end up. All right, let's go check the hits. Hits were absolutely fantastic. All 3 shots touching one another in the dead center of the X of the target. So this, I think, is going to become the best as far as a test goes of the impact shift. So let's do it again. All right. Once again, sound suppression was great. I heard more of the spring than I did of the shot. The recoil impulse felt a little bit softer. Like I said, I mean, the gun obviously feels a little heavier on the front end. With it on a bipod and stuff, I'm sure helps a lot. But compared to the first 3 shots, it definitely did feel softer. And I don't think there's nearly as much shift. And one of the shots might have been a little bit me. But let's go take a look. Okay, so as you can see there with the AK, it's probably a little bit of the shooter. You know, I've got no magnification on, just I think it's a 6 MOA dot that I've got on there, so a pretty big dot trying to hit a very fine-tuned target. 14.5-inch barrel. I mean, there's just some accuracy things going on with the AK that I think were shooter related for sure. Because with the Terran rifle, that maybe a 1/2 inch, maybe a 1/2 inch. And Surefire markets and promotes that their suppressors, while there will be an impact shift, is sub MOA. So at 100 yards, you would see maybe an inch of shift. Well, I'm at 50 and I see a 1/2 inch of shift, which means they're right on target with what they promote. So they put their money where their mouth is. That was a buttload of fun to figure out. And I think now I'm just gonna load a mag up and run around and see what it feels like. I'm not gonna lie, that's fun as shit. the last shot. Could have been somebody. All right, well, let's talk about it. The Surefire SOCOM 556 Monster Suppressor that I won 7 years ago, and I finally had in my possession. That was an extremely enjoyable experience. To not have to be double plugged, to have that super high concussive sound going off around me. Even though I'm behind the rifle, it's still loud enough that I have to have inners and outer hearing protection. With that, I was so comfortable just with the in-ears. It just made the whole shooting experience a lot more enjoyable. I'm very happy with the accuracy side of it. We were able to show that it is sub MOA. At 50 yards, I got maybe a ½ inch of shift once I threw the suppressor on, which I'm very happy. Surefire, you backed it up, okay? You talked a big game, but you proved it. So good on to them for that. Silencer shop. Guys, I wish I did this sooner. And now that we have a silencer shop, I can tell you right now, if you have any questions, all you have to do is call. The people I talked to were very patient with me. They were very understanding to the fact that I was brand new to the whole process of owning a suppressor. And they just gave me such really good information and confidence to be able to get through the process, knowing that I was doing everything right to get my truss set up and get the suppressor put on the truss. I gotta tell you, I'm definitely gonna start kind of looking into seeing what my next potential purchase can be. And so, being that this is my first suppressor, of course I think it's the greatest thing in the world. And I've shot some others at media days and stuff, but I didn't really know what to expect. So my question to you is, what are some of your favorite companies and suppressor models, and maybe even, what are some of your favorite calibers to shoot suppressed? Let me know in the comments below. Guys, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell for when new videos come out. While I know this wasn't technically a gun, thank you so much for tuning in to this prize gun review of the Surefire SOCOM 556 Monster Suppressor. Take care. Looking forward to seeing you on the next one.